Hello friends, welcome back to our new series that is CCNP series ENCODE 350-401. So we welcome you all, welcome to our YouTube channel Network for You. So as we discussed, we are going to start this one, we are going to cover the syllabus. So today is the our third video. In this video we are going to third or second video. Today is our second video because we have zero, video 1, video 2. So this is a video 2. In this one we are going to discuss about switch, and after that one we have another video. In that one we are going to discuss the MAC table. Okay, if you see here, this is a syllabus paper. Let me show you. This one we are going to cover, this one MAC table, CAM table, in next video. Okay, so let me tell you whatever we can discuss about the switch. We have the basic thing. We are going to discuss the basic thing about the switch. I hope you already know about this one because we learn in our CCNA series. Already in our CCNA 200-301 series we learn this one, but anyhow we are going to cover in this one also as an introduction. So switch, let me write here some basic points so you will have the idea and you can write down in your notebook. Today topic is switch. We are going to do a small lab on switch and we are going to see small thing. Okay, so switch. First point, whatever point we can say, switch is a device used to connect multiple system in a LAN. This is a simple point. You can write switch is a device used to connect multiple system in a LAN. So I can write keyword as a multiple system in a LAN. LAN means local area network. Multiple system in a LAN. Example, if you have two PC like this is a PC1 and you have one more PC, that is PC2. If you have two PC, you can connect directly from the Ethernet cable and the LAN card. You have LAN card here, you have LAN card here. But if you have 3 PC, 4 PC, then it will be difficult because each PC is having one LAN card. Okay, one LAN card is present in each PC. But if you have 3 PC or 4 PC or 5 PC, how you are going to connect? How you are going to connect? Then we will use the switch. Switch is having multiple ports depending upon the configuration, number of ports you have. So you can connect the Ethernet cable to the switch like this, and all cable will come to like this, and all PCs can communicate with the help of switch. So what I am saying, first point is multiple system. With the help of switch we can connect the multiple system in a LAN. Okay, and switch is a device which used to connect the same network. We need to remember same network, whereas we are saying yesterday in our last week class we are saying router is a device which is used to connect the two or more different network, but here in switch same network. So this is a key point. I will write here also, switch is a device which is used to connect the device in a same network. Okay, and we can say we have types of switch, that is manageable switch, unmanageable switch. So let me write here manageable switch and unmanageable switch. So what is the difference between the manageable and unmanageable switch? Okay, if anyone can write in the comments, if you know what is the difference between the manageable and unmanageable switch, you can write in the comment. Manageable means you can take the CLI and you can do the configuration, you can create the VLAN, you can play with the spanning tree protocol, STP, you can create and you can do many things with the manageable switch. Unmanageable switch means you cannot do just plug and play. You don't have here CLI, no CLI in this one. Unmanageable means you cannot manage. Unmanageable switch are cheap, you can easily purchase. This one is the manageable switch, little expensive, so this one is a less price, this one is more price. In manageable switch we can manage, we can create VLAN, we can do other thing whatever we want, we can go in the CLI and we can do everything. Whereas unmanageable switch we cannot do, just we need to buy and plug and play. Okay, and next point, if you want to see what we can say, if you want to add, you can say console port is present in the manageable switch, and here no console. You can define in your own words, you can define. Okay, in your own words you can define We are going to discuss manageable because this is in our syllabus, so we will talk about manageable. Unmanageable we don't have, but you need to have idea what is unmanageable. Okay, so we can say we have two types of switch in the manageable also, like manageable. We have manageable switch, we are going to discuss this one, but here we have two types. What two types? We have layer 2 and we have one more, that is layer 3. You need to remember this one, this is important. If you don't know, if you are new to networking, you don't know anything about networking, we are going here from the basics, so you should understand. We have switch manageable. Manageable means you can take the CLI and do the configuration, you can change, you have the console port, you can do telnet, SSH, everything. You have two types of manageable switch, that is, one is layer 2 manageable switch, another is a layer 3 manageable switch. Okay, layer 3 is also known as multi-layer switch. So I am writing here, as per our student request, I am going slowly, as they request sir go little slowly with the simple English. So I am trying as less and as simple as I can. If you face any issue, you can write in the comments, so we will change the speed also, we can go more slow. But I hope you understand till here, right? Manageable switch is divided into two types, that is layer 2 or layer 3. Layer 3 is also known as multi-layer switch. Okay, switch which operate on layer 3 is known as this one. The switch which is operate on layer 3 is known as layer 3 switch or multi-layer, as well as switch which is operate on the layer 2 is known as layer 2 switch. Okay, so what are the difference means? In layer 3 switch we can do routing also, we can use as a router also. By using the one command IP routing, we can enable the routing in the layer 3 switch. I will show you that one. Okay, so this is the difference between that one. We can, simple words we can say, layer 2 switch means it will work on the layer 2 of the OSI model. If you see, remember OSI model we have, so OSI model layer 2 it will work, that's why it is layer 2, and it is work on the layer 3 of the OSI model, that is the layer 3, this one. Basic function of the switch to forward the layer 2 packet. Basic function of the switch is forward the packets, forward the frame, we can say forward the frame. What are the basic function of the switch? To forward the frame. And what else we can say? We can say switch is used to connect the multiple devices in the same network. This is a simple points. We can say switch forward the frame from one PC to number of PC. With your own words you can define. Okay, and with telnet or SSH, with telnet or SSH we can take remotely switch. Okay, if you want to change any configuration, you can use telnet or SSH and take the switch remotely. Okay, with the remotely you can take the switch and do the configuration whatever you want to do. And if we see, in switch also we have Cisco IOS. If yesterday we discussed for the router, we have Cisco IOS, same like this we have the operating system. OS is Cisco IOS that run on the Cisco switches. Okay, till here anyone is having any question? Let me know. If you have any confusion, any question, you can tell me. Okay, this is simple, right? Let me paste here the picture of the switch to show you how switch look. See here, this is a switch. If you see here, many number of ports. Depending upon the configuration which we taken, we have the 48 ports or 16 port switch, depending upon 8 port switch, depending upon the configuration whatever we have. If you see, this is 1 2 3 so on. If you see 1 2 3 4 5 6, here 6, here 6, 12 here, 12 here, total 12 here, total 12 here, we have like this. Okay, so depending upon the different types of configuration whatever our organization required, we can take the different types of switch. Okay, so it look like this. This is a switch layout, we can say physical how it look. If you want to check, you can go in the Google, select the Google images and type the switch, you will get that one. Okay, let me go here and let me write some more thing, or let me paste here. So if you see here, let me erase this. If you see here, this is also a switch, how it look and multiple thing about the switch. This is a LED. With the LED you can say it is working, all are green, and these are the ports of the switch. And here we have the RJ45 port. If you want to connect, do any configuration, you have console port, USB mini console port. It look like that. You have different types of connector. Depending upon different model, you will have the different types of connector. Just you need to remember, switch is used to connect the multiple device in the same network. This is a basic point. Remaining you can Google the images, see the different model. If you go in the Cisco website, you have large number of models. Or if you go in the packet tracer also, click the switch, you have the model 2960, and this is a multi-layer switch 3560. Different types of switch, whatever is currently available in the packet tracer you can see, or you can go to the Cisco site, you will get the latest whatever is running in the at present. Okay, so this is a basic about the switch, and switch is having the operating system as we told, iOS. iOS is nothing but internet networking operating system. So that is the basic. And what else we can discuss? Let me see here what else we can discuss. Let me erase this one so we can utilize the space here. So this is a basic video about that one. We are going in the simple and basic way. So we will see what else we can do with the switch in the operating system. Same thing, like if anyone asks you, can you check the version of this switch, you can do same thing as we done yesterday. You will write show version to check the switch version, and when this switch is power on, if you want to check, you can do like that also. Let me go here and take one switch. See here, this is a EVNG. In the EVNG I am doing here now. We can use EVNG as well as packet tracer as well as the GNS3, but in packet tracer all the commands will not executed. So for that purpose we will use GNS3 or EVNG. So some lab we are going to do in the GNS3, some lab we are going to do in EVNG. So let me I am selecting the switch. So what I will do, I will right click, then I have the node, I will select the node. In the node I will go IOL. If I check here, this is a L2 switch, and there is iron also L3. This one I will take, this is a switch, and you can change the image. Let me move this. You can change the image, means picture of the switch, which one you want to show. Example, I want to show as a switch, then this is a Juniper, this is a laptop. Here we can change, this one is the router picture, this is this one switch. Okay, so let me take, this is a switch. We need 1 GB RAM to run this switch. In our laptop we should have at least 4 GB, so 1 GB RAM will take this switch, and name is the switch. If I want to take 2, I will press 2 here, but now I am taking only 1. Okay, or if you want, let me take 2, no problem. So this is 2, so when I press OK, we will have 2 switches like this. This is a layer 3 switch. I will connect, example, if I want to connect here, they will give the port whatever available, which port I want to connect, I can connect here. Same thing here also, I can connect which port. So whatever is by default we have, I connected this one. If I want to start, I will select this board device and I will press right click, I will start selected unit. So this 2 unit will start. If you see different color we have now here, so this 2 is started. Now I will take the console of this one. If I want to take console, I can press double click this one, so console of the switch will be open. Okay, so let's see, it is open. Sometime it will take time so to open first time. So for R2 it is open. Let me for R2 it is open, and let me press enter here. For starting it will take some time. Let me open for R3 also. So if I want to take console, I will double click here. So R3 also open. So we have R2 and R3. This color we can change. Today I changed to red because some guys are saying black, they cannot clearly see in the video, so I change here. But if you need blue or green, anything we can put, no problem. Later we will see how we can change this color. So now I have the switch. If example, if you want to check this switch version, you can write, first of all you can go in the enable mode, then you will write show version, then it will show the version, whatever version is running here. If you see here, this is a Cisco iOS software Linux, and the version, if you see, this is the latest, this is a version 15. So we can do many things in this one. Version 15 support many things. And if you see here, switch startup time is 1 minute. From the 1 minute it is working. Okay, so what else you can see? If you want to create the VLAN, you can create like this. You will go the configuration mode, then you will write VLAN 10, and you will give name as sales example, Now you will check exit show VLAN brief. So it will show one VLAN created, that is a VLAN 10. This one we already know, we already discussed in our previous class, previous CCNA series. If you want to put this mode, any port also in the VLAN, we can put. If I want to check the how many interface I will write show IP interface brief. I have Ethernet E0 by 0. Example, I want to put this Ethernet E0 by 0. So what I will do, I will write interface E0 by 0. Then I will write switch port mode axis. Then I will write switch port axis VLAN 10. So I will assign in the VLAN 10. Before, if you see here before this one, this is a VLAN 10, but we don't have any port here. We don't have any port. All ports are in the default VLAN. But just now with this command, I assign the one port in the VLAN 10. So let me check. We will check show VLAN brief. So this is the VLAN brief. Now I have E0 by 0 in the VLAN 10. So this way already we know this one, but anyhow we are going to discuss. If you face any issue, anything, we are going to do, no problem. Here native VLAN mismatch is occurring because we changed this is a E0 by 0. I put E0 by 0 port in the VLAN 10, but here in this switch we have the E0 by 0 in the VLAN 1. That's why they have the mismatch native VLAN, because native VLAN is by default 1. So if you go here in the switch here, you will have here also mismatch of VLAN. So if you write show VLAN brief, we have only one VLAN. Okay, show interface E0 by 0. If I write show interface E0 by 0, this is a E0 by 0 detail. MTU is 1500, bandwidth is this one. We are going to see this one, no problem. Now let me write show interface switch port E0 by 0. Okay, E0 by 0, or let me remove this. This is in the trunk mode, and if you see here native, this is again we have the mismatch error. If you see this port E0 by 0 is if you see static axis, but we did not put in any one. If you see the native VLAN, this one is the VLAN 1 here, but here we have different VLAN we created in VLAN 10. So what I will do to remove this error, I need to create the VLAN here also. We already done this one, no problem, but we will teach you. But this is a small thing I am doing now. So I created VLAN 10, then I will go in the interface E0 by 0, then I will write switch port mode axis, and then I will write switch port axis VLAN 10. So I put this mode also in the VLAN 10. So now this error will be not coming, mismatch of that one. If you see, we have mismatch error before, now it will stop, because both side is having the same native VLAN. Okay, both side is having the same native VLAN. If you want, I can write show VLAN brief. Show VLAN brief. If we see here, we have VLAN 10. This port is in the VLAN 10, this port. And if you go here also, if we type here show VLAN brief, we have this port also in the VLAN 10. So because both are in the trunk, these both are connected to each other, this is considered as a native VLAN E0 by 0. So if we have mismatch of the native VLAN, then we will have the error. So when we are connecting to switch, we need to put in the native VLAN. We already discussed, we are going to discuss that one, no problem. Just this is a small introduction about the switch. So I am teaching you about this, how we can access, and in GNS3 as well as EVNG, how we can use this one. And operating system, we done that one, and we have the Nexus also, Nexus switch also. In data center we are using Nexus switch. Let me take picture and show you here. If you see, this is a Nexus switch. This is a more powerful compared to this one. Here also, if you want to check any version, you can write show version, and Nexus operating system is running inside this one. They are using this one for the data center. We have many different types of switch. If you see here, these are the different types of switch depending upon your requirement. In your requirement, like in your organization requirement, we can use. And we have Catalyst switch also. Catalyst was a company before which is producing the switch. Okay, Catalyst company, and later switch Cisco taken that company, and Cisco is saying that switch name as a Catalyst. So that is also normal switch. Don't worry if anyone is saying the Catalyst switch. It look like this. Before Catalyst there is a company organization, they are producing this one, but later Cisco taken that company, and it is coming under Cisco name. Okay, and then we have modular switch. Let me write here. This one is if you copy, let me delete this one. Then we have modular switch also. If you see, modular switch means you can attach the module and remove the module. Like if you want to increase the port of the switch, you can increase or decrease. Like that we have modular switch. Let me write here modular switch. So you can say we have the modular switch. Just for knowledge purpose, here we can add or remove the module depending upon the different types of our requirement. Then we have fix also. Let me show you here in the paint. Modular switch, this is the different types of modular switch. You can add the module, remove the module. Like the cart type, it is a cart. You can lose the screw and remove, and you can, if you want to put, you can put inside and press, long press, and then lock the screw. So this is a modular switch. If you want to like if example, if in your organization, if more cards or more port you need in the switch, if you have modular switch, then you can buy the modular card and plug that one. And we have fixed switch also. Fixed means you cannot change the modular. Like if you want to remove some module, you cannot remove. If you want to add, you cannot add. It is a fix. You cannot do any changes. So that is a fixed switches. We have modular switches. Let me show you picture here. This is a modular switch, fixed switch. This is a modular. Okay, just to have the idea about this one. Then we have individual like standalone switch. So we need to go a particular switch and do the configuration. And we discuss the layer 3, layer 2 switch. That's we have, like layer 2 means work on the layer 2 and it is only the switch, but whereas layer 3 switch means it can work as a router also. Okay, we can use router as well as normal switch. And then we need to discuss the MAC address. What is MAC address? From here we will have our syllabus thing. If you see here, MAC address table and TCAM table. So this one we are going to start in next video, this one. Okay, this is from next video our main syllabus will start. We are going to discuss the MAC address table and the CAM table, this one. But here before doing this one, I can do some configuration in the switch and show you some configuration. Then we can close this session. Okay, so like example, VLAN we already check. If you want to check the spanning tree, we can check the spanning tree also. If you want to check how we write show spanning tree VLAN 1, because by default only one VLAN we have, so that's why. And here if you see here it is showing the Ethernet channel 0 by 1, 0 by 2, 0 by 3 are connected to this interface, and all are designated port, and all are in the forward, and the cost is 100 and the priority is 128 by default. And this is a port number 2, 3, 4, and this is the half duplex they are using. That's why it is giving SHR shade 1. If we use full duplex, then it will change. Let me check here. Interface E0 by 1-3 and range. I forget the range command. Let me write range because I am selecting this with the range. If you don't know this, how to use this one, no issue. We are going to discuss that one also, but it is better if you have time, try to watch our CCNA series, so you will have the basic idea about that one. Okay, duplex I will put the question mark. If you see here, auto we have, full we have. So before it is half, so I will write full. Okay, I will do same thing in the other switch also. Let me copy this one. I will copy this. I will go in the switch 2. I will go in the configuration mode. Then I will paste here and I will press enter. And then what else I need to copy in the from this switch. I need to go in the duplex here. Let me take this one. Go here and paste duplex full. Okay, now I want to check. I will write show spanning tree VLAN 1. Okay, show VLAN 1. So if you see now we have both sides will be full duplex. If you want to check, we can check also like this way. Show interface E0 by 0. If you want to check the E0 by 0, Here this is a MTU. In this one we will have half duplex, full duplex, all the detail about the interface, but not necessary to see now. When we are going to do the labs, that time we are going to look that one. Let me show you what else we can see here. This one we have here the MAC address table of the this port, and this is MTU bandwidth, whatever delay. This one when we are doing the OSPF, that time we are using, and this is a keep alive message every 10 second. So we have this one. Later we are going to look this one little slowly we are going to discuss more thing here. Okay, so what else we need to, we will discuss some small points, then we can close the video, because if you want we can do the MAC table also, but as we have these topics, so I want to do the video separately about this one MAC address table. But let me show you how we can check. We can write show MAC address. Let me write incomplete command. So if you want to check the MAC address, whatever MAC address is present in your PC, you can write show MAC address table. Let me write here show MAC, we can write space address table, and if you want to check dynamic, I will write dynamic, then enter. So see here, one MAC is detected here. This is a AABBCC00.22200. This is dynamically this switch learn, and from which port he learn from the E0 by 0, means this is a switch 3, this is a switch 2. If you see here, let me show you. If you see here, this port we are talking about R3 here. So this port is detected the MAC address of this switch. So this port MAC address we get here. Okay, so if we go here, let me write show what we can write, interface E0 by 0. If we write here, we have here MAC address AACC0, this one. If you see this one, this is a MAC address of which interface? This interface. Let me paste here. Okay, I paste this MAC address of this interface here, and let's see what we are getting here inside. Okay, so let me go to the R3 and see here what they learn. This one, if you compare AABB-CC 00-2000, so what this switch learn? This switch learn dynamically this MAC address of this interface. Okay, so when we connect the PC, example we connect the PC, let me take any PC. If I want to take window, or let me take the virtual PC, so let me take the quantity 2. Okay, this is a quantity 2. I will take this PC, I will connect this PC from here to here. This one we need to switch off this one, and then only we can connect. Whenever we want to connect in the EVNG, we have two version of the EVNG. One is Pro and one is Community Edition. In Community Edition, you need to switch off whenever you want to connect the cable. There is a Pro, we need to pay and purchase that one. If we have that one, no need to switch off the device, directly we can connect. Okay, so now I connected, so I can select all the device, I can press control, then I can go start all the nodes. So all nodes will start automatically. Then I will click this one, so we have the VPC 4 here. I will click this one, then we have the VPC 5 here. Example, if I want to assign the IP address, I will write IP like 192.168.1.1, and then I will write /24, enter. So same thing, I will go here also, I will write 192.168.1.2/24. I will press enter. Something wrong, let me go type again. I need to write IP, I forget to write IP here, so we need to write IP, then space, then this one. Okay, so this IP is assigned here. Okay, this IP is assigned. If you want to check, you can write show IP, you will get the detail. If you see, this is IP address what we assign, and this is a MAC address of this PC, MAC address of this PC. So if you see, we have E0 by 1, E0 by 1 is having this MAC address. So let me take this one, this is a MAC address for E0 by 1. So I will go here, I will paste here E0 by 1. Okay, I will paste here, this is this MAC address, this is this port we will have this MAC address, because this PC MAC address is this one. Let me go to the PC5 and check the MAC address. So I will go here, I will write show IP. We have the IP address whatever we assign, and this is a MAC address. So let me go here and paste this MAC address here. Okay, I will paste the MAC address here, and let me change the color if I want to put as this color in this one. So this MAC address is for this one. Let me select this all and move this little up so you can see easily. Okay, so what we done, we check the MAC address of this PC and MAC address of this PC. Okay, and we wrote here whatever MAC address we are getting. Now I want to check in the switch, inside switch our switch is getting that one or not. If you see this one switch, this is a layer 3 switch. Okay, so in this switch what I will do, I will write show MAC address table. If you see our MAC address table learn two MAC address, this one they learn for the port. This is this switch, the name we wrote R2. So this switch is learn E0 by 0. So E0 by 0 means E0 by 0 interface E0 by 0. Okay, which MAC? This MAC they learn, because this packet is going from here and going to here, so that's why they learn this MAC address. Okay, and they did not learn this MAC address. So let me ping here from this PC. Let me ping any one PC to another PC, so we will have the MAC address. I will go here, I will write ping 192.168.2.1. gateway we did not assign, that's why it is giving no gateway found. This is a switch, right, or router we are using. I did not enable routing, this is a switch only, but we created different VLAN, that's why they are not communicating. I need to put in the same VLAN. If you see here, if you remember here, we created VLAN, right? Let me check, show VLAN brief. Yeah, we created the VLAN. So what I will do, I need to put this port also in the VLAN 10, this port also in the VLAN 10, then only we can have the communication of this one. So in the switch, I will go switch config T, and then I will go interface E0 by 1. Then I will write here, what I will write here, I will write here switch port mode access, then I will write switch port mode VLAN 10. So this port is in the VLAN, we need to write access here, this one switch port access VLAN 10, access VLAN 10. Okay, so here also we will go in the interface. Which interface we will go, let me write here, we will go in the switch port, this is the enable, then config T, and in the interface E0 by 1, then we will go write switch port mode access, then we will write switch port access VLAN 10. Okay, so we put in the VLAN 10, both are in the VLAN 10. Now we need to put this mode in the trunk. So what I will do, I will go in the interface E0 by 0, and I will write switch port mode trunk. So we need to write one more command, switch port, and then in, let me press question, we have switch port, and which port we can write access or .1q, because these both are switch and we need to put the trunk, then they both can communicate. Here what we have, the interface is in the trunk, encapsulation in the auto. So what I will do, switch port, then I can write access encapsulation, or I will write here encapsulation. So what I will do here, if we want to put for the layer 3 switch, we need to write switch port trunk encapsulation .1q. This command we need to write, then we will write switch port mode trunk, switch port mode trunk. Okay, before when I am going giving the switch port mode trunk, it is saying rejected, because this is a layer 3. So in the layer 3 we need to write switch port trunk encapsulation .1q. So I wrote for this interface, so I will go here. If you see which interface, this one, this interface is E0 by 0. So what I will do, I will go in the R2 also, I will go in the interface E0 by 0, then I will paste this command, then again I will write switch port mode trunk. So now this port also become trunk. If you want to check, we can check like this, show interface E0 by 0. We can write E0 by 0, or this one, or another command we can write show interface switch port E0 by 0. E0 by 0, or you can remove, right, switch port, interface switch port. So this one, this is the interface E0 by 0. Before it is axis, now it is trunk. Okay, this one is saying the operation is trunk, so now it is trunk. If you go here also, if you write here in this interface also, show interface switch port mode, then here E0 by 0, this is E0 by 0, operation of mode is trunk. So now this is a trunk, so now you can ping. Let's see what we are getting. We are getting no gateway or no gateway found. This is no need to have the gateway because this is a switch. I did not enable the routing protocol, right, in this one. Let's see, let me write show IP. I have IP address 192.168.1.1. Okay, because I am pinging 2.1. Because I am pinging 2.1, 192.168.2.1, because 2.1 is the different network, not the same network. That's why it is giving me no default gateway found. So what I will do, I will write ping 192.168.1.2, same network. This so reply is coming, so this PC is pinging. If you see this one, this IP address is 192.168.1.2. okay, so no issue, it is working. We have the reply came back. And if you want to check this interface, we can go here and we can capture here which interface we need to capture. E0 by 0, this is a E0 by 0. We can open in the Wiresharp. Okay, Wiresharp is a packet analyzer, we can say. It is opening, it will show the packets whatever is going here. Okay, if you see here, it will come after some time. Let me ping again, so we will have something, we can capture some packet. So let me see the Wiresharp, still it is taking time. Let me see, STP packet will come, or we are going to learn how we can use this also, Wiresharp also, no issue. Okay, we are going to see that one also. See here, now it is started, whatever packets are going. If you see, we have PVST, we have spanning tree. Let me cancel this so we can see all the packets whatever is going on. This all are the packets whatever is going on in between the two switch. Because if you see here, I am capturing this between this one, I am capturing whatever is data is going between these two switch. So they have the spanning tree protocol, that packets are going, STP packets. They have DTP packet, dynamic trunking protocol. Okay, so if you want to capture or see any packet, you can click like this and you can go what is a spanning tree and what is root bridge, what is the time for the age time, hello timer, forward delay, all that one, which version is working, all, and the what is the MAC address of this one. You can get that all detail here. Okay, and if you want to capture any other packets, we can capture here also, but as we are not performing any other operation, that's why we are getting only PVST and spanning tree packet. And this is a CDP, VTP, DTP, PAGP, UDLP. These all are having on running on the only this MAC address, destination MAC address, this one they are using. And if you see Cisco discovery protocol, we have CDP. In that one also we will get version 2. This is a version 2 working and no error, all are okay. And we have VTP, we did not set the domain. And if you see, native VLAN is native VLAN length is 6 and native VLAN is 1. Here it is showing 1 and duplex is half here. If you see, and what else we have here, we can have more detail like this when we check this one. But anyhow, this just to show you how it is working and how we can capture the packet. Okay, this is a basic thing. So how we can connect the in between the switch and do. Example, if you want to enable any routing protocol also, example, if you want to use this layer 3 switch as a router or anything, what we can do, we can go in the global configuration mode, we can write IP routing. When we write IP routing, then it will start working as a router. If I want to go to any interface, I will write E0 by 0, then I will write no switch port, no switch port. Then I can assign IP address. I can assign the IP address. Example, if I want to assign any IP address, I can assign also. This is just sample we are doing. No worry if you are not understanding, no issue. This is the basic, just I want to show you. We already done this in the CCNA 200-301 series. If you have confusion, you can watch that one, no issue. This all are the basic. From the next class onwards, we are going to start from the syllabus. Whatever till now, whatever we discussed, that is a basic for CCNA and the CCNP basic. So now in our next class, we are going to discuss the MAC address table and CAM table, and after that we have this one. Okay, so this is a basic. Don't worry if you did not understand also. Try to watch one more time so you will have the idea. Thank you very much for seeing our video. Subscribe to our channel, share with your friend who is interested in CCNA, CCNP and Python. Thank you. Bye.